Hey, it's Kate.
I'm Lindsay, and happy Monday. Monday,
Finally.
best day of kids week, the worst day of Lindsay's week, per usual. I had a very chill weekend over here. I think I left the house twice, maybe once, and that was really great.
Wow.
Yeah, I did a lot of
That's
organizing.
like not your thing
I
normally.
know. I'm trying to like work on that, like being better, like just chilling. So it was good.
Good
I did a
job.
lot of organizing. I chilled. I cleaned. I had like a lot to do. I honestly had like a lot of like stuff to get together. So I'm glad that I like spent the time to do that. Oh, you know what
Yeah.
I did that is like a PSA to anybody like getting married or a bride or whatever. I was going
Yeah.
through my basement storage and my mom had put together this like very detailed like keepsake box from my wedding, and I hadn't gone through it since our my wedding, and I was just like down there and like I was bored, so I like opened it up and like oh my God, I was like it had everything. It had like my hotel room key, it had my
Really?
table, yeah, it had like my table, it had my vows, my husband's vows, it had a letter he wrote to me the day of the wedding, it had that scrapbook you
Oh
guys
my
gave me in it,
God.
all this stuff that I hadn't looked at. It had my shoes in there. My mom had made like a robe out of her wedding dress that she gave me, like all this stuff that I had not even looked at since our wedding. And I was like going through it, and it was like flowers from like our table, flowers from the shower, like all the invitations from the shower. Oh my God. I was like having the best time like going through it, and like that note, the scrapbook you guys gave me. And I was like, oh my God, this is so sweet. And my wedding anniversary is this week. So I was like, this is so fun. I was like showing John when he got home, and like, yeah, that was like, I really highly recommend like preserving and keeping like keepsaking things because it was so fun to look back on, and it was just like a great memory. Like we had all of our stuff, just like I could read through it, and it was so sweet. And I just like never look at that stuff, and I was like, wow, this is so cute. So if you're a
No, I
bride to
love
be
that.
or you have a wedding coming up, like save everything. Like literally, she saved the menu at her table. She saved the napkin from my seat. Like she saved everything. I don't know how she did that, but she's really good at that stuff. But like it was so sweet and thoughtful. And so I like called her and I was like, oh my God, I did not realize like how much effort you put into this. Like I've not opened this since my wedding. Like, thank you so much. It was so cute. So it was cute because I was like reading the vows, John Romeo. I was like, oh my God, this is so cute. So I had not even like read it or looked at
Well,
it
it's
or
your anniversary this weekend.
yeah, it is. Yeah. So I was like, oh, let me look at this, like I haven't looked, and
Yeah.
I was just bored. And like the letter you wrote me from my thing, I was like, this is so sweet. You wrote the nicest thing. Do you know what you said? It's okay
I
if you don't remember. I don't
remember.
remember what I wrote in yours, but because I was like, what did I write in it? You wrote, it literally made me tear up. It was so nice. You wrote that you were watching Stranger Things and that Mike from Stranger
Yes, I remember that.
said that Will is the heart of the group, and then you said that that was about me, and I was like, that is the cutest thing. Like I was like, that is so nice. But I was reading through everybody's note. I had not looked at that since the
I
wedding
forget
day.
that. My
Yeah,
Stranger Things thing.
I love Stranger Things, but anyways, I just had not even opened it, so I was like, this is so cute. So I did that this weekend, which was like really fun and sweet, and just organized I redid like my linen closet, that kind of stuff. But it was really nice. How was your
Oh, like,
weekend?
how was
Missy
my
girl.
weekend?
She's a busy
Well,
girl over there.
it was nice because my parents had my baby for 24 hours.
Yeah, that's right. That's really nice.
And the timing was, it could have been better because, like, literally, me and my husband just laid around all day on Saturday, did nothing. We were like, wow, what did we used to do all day?
Yeah.
And then we woke up this morning and got a text that said, hey, you're gonna buy a house. And I was like, oh my God.
You're gonna be busy. So then it's good that you just relax. Actually, the timing was good
So
because
yeah,
you
so
probably
maybe it was good and we can relax, but literally, like,
yeah,
photographer coming tomorrow, like, house going on the
great.
market, like, things are
Yeah, Kate's
moving.
house fan market if anyone's interested.
Yeah, if anyone's interested, hit me up because yeah, I have to sell it pretty quickly too, which is like, oh my God. So yeah, just like things change in an instant. At house, we were like, we're not gonna get it. My husband's dealing with my baby upstairs because he doesn't want to take his nap and he keeps dropping his puppy out of his crib.
Do you think he's dropping it so that you'll come get him and take him out?
Well, I was thinking that after the third time this has now happened, but I'm like,
He's like, you want to come get me?
no, he's like not wanting to take a
He's
nap, which
smart.
is like never happens. So this is kind of
That's a
crazy of
smart.
him.
That's a
He's a
smart.
smart boy. But yeah, so we're just like excited because we literally didn't think we were gonna get this house. We thought there was no way. And then they were like, guess what? You're getting it. And I'm like, shit. So yeah,
Congratulations.
this week all of
So
a sudden just
exciting.
like got really busy. No, I'm
Yeah.
excited. But that does kind of go into one of our first things we're gonna talk about if you want me to.
Sure. Go ahead.
Because something I'm getting really triggered by right now as I'm like
Oh,
in this house journey, like, like what can I afford? Square feet. Like we want to get, the most square feet for the most
mhm,
price. Watching Real
mhm.
Housewives of Miami and this new fucking bitch sitting here. Like, I'm redoing my whole house. I probably could have bought
Yeah.
2 houses, my 1,000 square foot closet. I'm like,
Pool used
you
to
know
be
what?
over here, but we're moving it over there, so the house doesn't remind him of what it used to look like. It's new.
I'm
I'm like,
like,
girl,
which you can do whatever you want with your own money. And you know what? If I married an old man too, that would be my life. And you know
it
what?
doesn't look old though.
Well, that's the only thing that I'm like, well, she has to marry an old guy. Like,
That's true.
I don't know why. Like, if you're watching Real Housewives of Miami, let us know. The new housewife, like, the way she talks about money, like, is pissing me off. And I don't know if I'm just
It
getting
is.
triggered.
No, it is like I get because you're like extra sensitive because you have like a lot going on and you're like buying a house and it's like a very I get that to 100%. And I agree. Like when like John got laid off last summer, like I could not even watch Housewives because I was like, I'll never even have money again. Like I was like so like down bad, but then like it's fine. But
Literally.
but like I think that she talks about money in a very tacky way that gives like new money.
Yeah.
Like she has not been around money her whole life, I don't think. I wouldn't know, but it doesn't seem like that. And like
No.
just the way that she just like talks about it so much, like my jet, my this, my that. Like she
Well,
talks about being rich so much. It's like her whole personality trait. It's very weird.
yeah. And she's like, and I work so hard. And I'm kind of like, yeah, for your husband's business, but okay.
Right. Like I mean, she's not like a
Good.
self-starter. I mean, I don't know.
I hate being a hater.
I know. I don't want to get
But
canceled
then
for this.
But then also, like, for some reason, like, because Lisa kind of used to do that too, but like, it didn't bother me as much. Maybe because she's just like Lisa.
Lisa did not talk about money as much as this lady does. Like this lady's new and her whole personality is about how rich she is. Like even when they were like with
Well,
Karamo, they were like, you're rich. Like that's all they talk about. Like that's her number one thing. And
that's
like
her
all
thing.
housewives are rich. All housewives, if you're on the show, like for the most part, you are a wealthy woman of a certain financial status. Like
Yeah,
just because, and she is like definitely like up there. Like she's like a level above in the
yeah,
financial status world. Like she's like kind of like almost billionaire status, it seems like. And that's
yeah.
great, and I love watching that stuff, I really do, but yes, I agree with you, like, she does do it in a way that is tacky. I love when
Normally,
Kyle Richards is biking in Aspen with her Hermes bag to her house. Like, I'm like, "This is my
I
queen
know.
right here," because Kyle's relatable. I don't know why, but this girl is not like that, and I don't know if it's that she doesn't have kids and, like which is totally fine, that's a choice, a lot of
No,
people
and
that's a
like
totally
normally
fine choice.
I would be eating up the house stuff. I'd
Yes.
be like, I love this, I love this. I'm watching it, literally just like this fucking bitch. Like, your closet's as big as people's houses. Like,
That part didn't bother me, I could get where you were, but it's the way she talks about money that bothers me. It is
well,
weird.
so you didn't watch this episode yet, but in the most recent
No.
episode, they're like going on a trip to Spain, and she's like, I only have 3 spots on my jet. One is for Larsa, one is for Julia, and one's for someone else and she like tried to give it to 2 people and they said no. And she was just like, wait, you're saying no to going on my jet? And then she was kind of like dangling it in front of people, trying to be like, who wants on my jet? Like trying to get them
Okay,
to like fight
calm
about
down.
it.
I mean,
And
I
then
would
like
wanna see.
Kiki was like, because it was like between Kiki and Adriana, and Kiki was like, "Here, I'll make it easy for you. Adriana, go ahead. I'm fine." And I feel like she was like shocked that everyone wasn't like, "I want to go on your jet."
I love
So
Kiki. Kiki's really
I
becoming a
know.
star for me this year. She's really standing out to be, like,
No, I
amazing. I mean, I've
actually
always
can't
really liked
believe.
her.
Well, she's not a main character, which is kind of crazy
No.
because like I think she's really funny and like I just loved the whole thing. Like, yeah, girl, it's fine. Like, I don't
She's
need to go on
so
your jet.
interesting too, like, her family life, like, her dad was like, "Yeah, you have another brother." She was like, "What?" Like, she's so
No,
interesting.
literally.
And
Well,
she's
and
like a
here's a
model.
question. I've never been on a jet, but a jet that can only fit 4 people flying to Spain. I think if I had to choose between that and like first class on one of those giant planes, like I think I'd pick the first class on the
That's
giant
probably
plane.
why people aren't doing that because it's 8 hours. You're not even you probably couldn't like, they're getting lay flat, and, like, these people probably can't do that on her I don't know what her plane looks like, but
I mean,
it's
maybe they
probably more
can, but like a tiny plane versus like one of those big old boats where you don't even feel anything, like I'd rather the
yeah.
boat.
Yeah, that's why people are probably like, "No," because Bravo's probably
No.
paying for it. Anyways,
Well, that's the thing. And I was kind of sitting there like, what would I pick? And I'm like, honestly, like the last thing I want to be is on some teeny fucking jet over the water
with
for 8 hours.
Larsa,
Like,
I can't even watch Larsa on the TV. I would not want to be in a plane with her. She
no, with
is
all of
the
them.
Oh my God, Larsa is so hard to watch. But you know who's having a really hard season that's like making me stressed out is Gertie because
Oh
I
no.
love Gertie. That's my girl
Me
right
too.
there. I stand for her, her husband, her life. She's her business. She's a girl boss. Like she works really hard. She's a
She
self-starter.
is.
Like her husband's a
Oh yeah.
firefighter. Like no, he's not bringing in the big bucks. Like she is fucking doing that shit all by herself and not all by herself, but you know, she's doing the most and she had
Yeah.
cancer and so like love that she's like recovering and having a great journey and like the party was so nice that she threw it looked so beautiful and fun and then she decides to put like air everyone's dirty laundry and put the text on the big screen. It was like she like made her kids leave before she did it, which I thought was funny. But I was like, Gertie, I love you, why are you doing this? Please don't do this.
No.
It's not the
It was
time.
it was really weird. And I just but also like if this means that it's time for Julia to go, like I'd be completely happy with that.
I know. Did you hear what her wife said this week about surrogacy?
What?
She like Andy Cohen was like pissed off. He like made a statement about it. But basically she said something along the lines of, let me pull up the direct quote, but she was like surrogacy is like cheating and it's like fake and like you can't have it all. Surrogacy is like not is like yeah. And Andy was like, because Andy has two kids
Jeez.
via
Well,
surrogacy.
yeah.
And he was like, what are you talking about? Like this what did she say?
The tennis player?
Yeah. I mean, I do love her, like usually, but that was like not cool.
No, like I have a hot take and it's like kind of I don't know.
Say it.
I just feel like if you're gonna adopt two children late in life and them being like, "Ugh, we're so busy with the kids," and then they have like multiple nannies, I'm like, why did you do this? Like to hang out with these kids for like 2 hours a day and then like get a bunch of nannies? Like, what was the fucking point of this? I
I
just
mean,
think
I
it's
will say
stupid.
they are giving those kids a way better life than anybody else would.
I mean, I'm
So,
not, I
like,
will, of course. Like the life
but
that they're
yeah.
giving those kids is way better, but it just feels a little like it was all like kind of performative.
Okay, she tweeted, I get what you're saying. She tweeted, surrogacy is just wrong. You can't have it all.
That's like a really weird thing to say.
And Andy was like, she's ill informed. Like, Andy made a comment. She said she's dumb. Like, you adopted. That's like,
Yeah,
shut up.
like what do you mean? Like,
That was a weird comment that she made. But anyway, so she's
no,
like under fire
they're
this week.
both just a
And
little
so,
strange. Like,
yes, I didn't get.
so I just like don't understand what's happening there. And then like for them to be like, "Ugh, this buzz," and then they're just like out on their dock drinking wine, while someone else is taking care of the kids that they're
Well,
complaining
my
about. I'm
question
just like,
was like, they were saying they weren't gonna show them, and now they're showing them, so I don't really know what happened with that, but they're like, "We need to protect their privacy, like, we won't be showing them." And then the next episode, they're, like, all with them. So I don't know what that was about, but yeah, I don't love them, but honestly, yes, I agree with Gertie sharing the tweets about Julia, like, if that's what's gonna be to, like, get her out, I mean, I don't really care, and I also
yeah,
think when you have cancer, you go through the I mean, I don't know, I've never experienced this, but I think you go through this phase of, like, once you beat it, you're like, "I don't give a fuck about anything anymore." Like, I don't care what anybody thinks of me. I want Julia to go down for this. Like she just didn't care. Like Gertie was just being messy. And I do respect what she did, but not where she did it. Like I wish she would have done it at like a dinner or like had the girls over to her
yeah.
house or
It was
something.
just
Like,
so. I mean, but she was like, it was my party. I'm kind of like, if you're gonna do it at somewhere, at least it's at your own party.
but even everybody was like, no. Like every
No, it
single
was
person, even the anti-Julia people were like, okay, this is ridiculous.
no, it was an interesting choice for sure. But
Yeah,
no,
it was.
it's definitely a good season, and I'm curious to see like where. But like this Gertie Julia thing, like, and I'm also not gonna lie, like. I have no idea what they're fighting about. Each time they talk about it, I like zone out. I didn't read any of the
They,
text. Like I have no.
yeah, I did not. I have a no. I think we're like
Like
missing a part of the story
if you
because
were to
it's like
ask me, like, why are Gertie and Julia fighting, I wouldn't be able to tell you because each time they start fighting, like, I just zone out.
something about a cruise and like I think it was like a sponsored event and they like can't talk about it and then a dinner and then like something about somebody taking the spotlight like that's what I'm gathering but I feel like
No,
we're missing
the
a part.
whole thing, like, I have no clue what it's about, and
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
don't
like,
either.
okay.
Yeah, and I'll
So
always take Gertie's side even though she did that shit but I love Gertie so like I don't really but she's having a hard season. I'm like come on girl.
I know she had a lunch with
Alexia,
Nicole, which was nice.
I know I really enjoyed seeing Nicole. Alexia, who I also really do like even though she's kind of stupid. She she's having a bad season too. Like everybody is really or not well, and Lisa. Like, honestly, everybody's just kind of going through a bad time. Not gonna lie.
No, like there's a lot going on, which makes for
Yeah,
interesting
it's
TV, so
good.
I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
it is. Yeah.
But another interesting TV show that we both spent a little time on this weekend,
Hmm.
Hunting Wives. Did you read the
Yes.
book?
No, did you?
No.
I never even heard
So
of it.
it's a book.
Did you hear? Have you heard of the book prior? Like, were you
I had
familiar?
heard of the book. I had heard of
I
the
had
book.
not.
It's like a, a porn book. Those are all up my
Okay.
alley. This show, it's the craziest thing. So I'm out here watching, K-pop demon hunters being like, more sex, more kissing. This show, they could have really pulled that back, and I feel like we would have like gotten the message.
Yeah, it's shocking, actually.
No,
Like
like
seeing Malin Ackerman in that wig fingering herself. I'm like looking through the window. I'm like, I didn't need this. Like, I really didn't.
I guess like the only thing that like kind of justifies it is you do see like the deepness of their relationships. Like
Yeah.
her relationship with the cop's wife, like how much they like love each other,
Uh,
which I don't think we needed to the full nudity sex scenes was like
I haven't gotten there yet
necessary.
with the
Well,
wife
honestly, Lindsay,
or with the girl.
the major thing that I was like, this is so unnecessary. Like this was just to be fucking crazy. There is a scene of the redhead. What is it where
Because her
you wear a
husband's gay.
strap on?
Yeah, she was like pegging him.
She was pegging her big cop husband. And like
He's gay
maybe
though.
he's
Because they
gay.
allude to that. Yeah, because they allude to that because she barges in his office and the little cop guy's like rubbing his back. And he's like, whoa, you can't just come in here.
So they
And I was
have
like,
like
he's gay. I literally said that out loud. I was like, oh, he's gay. So I think they just have this like agreement where they both are. That's how I understood it. I haven't finished it, but I was like, oh, something's gonna come up
so
with
that like
this.
never really like turned into a thing there. Like I just feel like she pegged him for fun and it was just kind of crazy.
Okay, I was thinking it's gonna turn into a thing where he's like gay.
Also, like I feel like there needs to be a second season. It kind of ended on a bit of a cliffhanger, but
That's what
I
everybody
don't know.
says.
There was just some things that were like really pissing me off. Like this Brittany Snow character, like
She's cuckoo. She's
she's
cuckoo.
cuckoo. She has a drinking problem. She's cuckoo. And like Lindsay,
Beyond.
the eye patch guy,
Which guy is that?
the guy with like the weird
Oh, the guy
eye.
who's coming in to like take them down, and she's like, "That's a Democrat."
Yes. So like there's the organization he's a part of like sends
Okay.
another guy to go see
Okay.
her, and she calls him and he like comes and she's like, tell me everything you know. And he's like, okay, and like he tells her something that kind of like she's like, oh, and then she like runs away and he like grabs her arm and he's like, well, you have to tell me everything you know about Margot or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, I'll call you tomorrow. And he goes, yeah, tomorrow means 24 hours from now. Like, I know where your kid lives. I know where your husband is. Like threatens her. And she's like, okay. Forgets to call him. Is
No,
kind of so I'm like, you're so dumb. Like,
she
just
is
fucking
dumb.
say it right there. Like, it's pissing me off. And it's like, all this for what? Like for what?
Wants
Who,
to be in
like,
love.
why are you so obsessed with this? Like, she's just being a freak and it's like pissing me off.
No.
So,
She has absolutely no backbone. Like that was like she just like gets in there and Malin Ackerman's character is definitely like grooming her and like trying to like obviously like being a little bit of a predator towards her and she's just like unless she wants it like she definitely wants it I
no,
guess
she
but
wants it. She
yeah
was
but
apparently
she's just
former
like
lesbian before she met her husband.
she is taking the bait like she and then she just like fucked that like young 18-year-old. I'm like what is wrong with you like you have no backbone. Like
No,
she
I'm
obviously
really
I mean maybe she does want it like it's obviously all consensual but I'm just like girl, what are you doing? Like you have
no,
a husband and who went to
I'm
Harvard. Like
I'm
go back to
curious if
him.
I'm curious if it reads different, but like watching it, I'm definitely like
No, same. I'm like, oh, like you're weird. And her husband like is annoying. Like they're definitely making him to be like some like little dopey nerdy guy, but like she has a child and she does not seem to like have any interest in like getting home. Like she just like I'm at the part where she like fell asleep on the dock. She's like, "Oh, my husband's gonna kill me." I'm like, "You have a fucking like 5-year-old at home. Like, what are you doing? Like snorting Xanax off? Like this lady is a wild. She is a
no, I
wild.
know. No, she's like off her fucking rocker. So just
I bet she's
wait.
going through something. I mean, I know she like killed that girl and like a pedestrian, which is like I think like the catalyst for her like being like going crazy. But
No, the
I don't.
catalyst was that she got a hysterectomy, remember?
I haven't gotten to that part. That they just show her scar.
Yeah, so she like had to get a hysterectomy and then it like caused her to spiral and like lose her mind.
That
Which is
sucks.
also like where her husband's kind of a pussy because when people are like, "Are you having more kids?" He's like, "Yeah," and they like can't have more kids. So she's just like, "What
He
the
said
fuck?"
that
Yeah.
in the
So it's
first
just
episode.
like
He's like, just the one. Like he said that. He was like, just the one.
maybe she was the one who said that. Like I don't remember,
Well,
but
anyways, it's a weird show. These people are cuckoo. I mean, it's really interesting. The young 18 oh, I'm at the part where the young spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, the young girl Abby dies, and the mom who's like obsessed with her son, I feel like killed him, or the male in Ackerman character killed her because she's like coming for her boyfriend and she kind of knows
well,
about it. So
I
I don't
guess
know
you'll have
who
to
it
find
is.
out.
But yeah, it's good. I mean, it's interesting. It's definitely John
I
said
think
that
like
it's man
sirens.
man for woman
I mean,
with
kind
porn.
of
He was like, it's
with
literally
porn.
Landman for women with porn. He was like, oh my God, like this show is crazy.
So
Every time something
funny.
crazy comes on, we're just like, whoa.
No,
Like
it's a
it's
lot.
shocking. It's shocking.
No, it was, and like I already said this on here, and like I literally like my whole neighborhood saw me watching this
Got into
porn.
that part. What part is that? They're at a pool party?
I mean, I think it's like I don't know when it is. I don't know
Okay,
when it
I've
was.
got
All I
it.
know is that like everyone was just fucking.
I mean, yeah. So it's
But
interesting. It's a good show. It's fun. It's interesting. It's very like my favorite line was when she said, oh, you have an open marriage. And she said, no, open marriages are for liberals. I was like, oh my God. Like they're so funny.
she's right.
Like it's funny. Yeah.
No,
So
it
it's
is
good.
funny, but it's a good show. So let me know what you think when
And
you
you know
finish
what? I
it.
really like Malin Ackerman. I'm Matt, or however you say her name. I'm really happy to see
Madeline
her like
Ackerman.
back on my screen. She's
I
a lovely
know
actress.
she is good, and like I think Brittany
So
Snow is pretty good too. But
yes,
no,
no,
it's a good
she is.
show, and I enjoyed it.
No,
I
I did too.
enjoyed my
I'm
experience
enjoying it.
watching it.
And John likes it too, so it's
10
a good like couple show. You know, we're like
Yeah,
both
Drew was
enjoying.
into it when we were like he missed all the sex part, but like when the murder happened, so like the part that you just watched, like that's he saw that part.
Okay.
And then he was like,
Yeah.
"Oh," when he watched a couple episodes with me and then I like
Yeah.
finished it.
There's a lot of
My
sex, but there's
only
just enough of like the boy, like the kind of like murder action part to keep like John engaged. You know what I mean? Like the girly stuff is like
exactly.
but then they just have like a little bit of the like guns and shit to keep like John interested, you know?
Yeah, my only like negative critique of it, which is not even this, it's just like this is why I realized I like reality TV. Is like it's literally like 9 p.m. I want to go to bed. I have 2 episodes left. Like I'm just
I
like
know.
fuck it. So then I just end up
Right.
staying up till freaking midnight watching this show.
Right.
Literally, I
I
was like
know.
this watching it, and Drew was like, "Do you want me to turn it off?" I was like, "I just need to
No.
see what happens."
That's why you guys need to watch sitcoms. You don't even need to watch the next episode. You can even skip episodes
Well,
and
I
you
think
won't
we're
even
gonna.
know that.
Well, me and Lindsay have been talking. I think we're gonna watch Mad Men.
Yes, that's definitely something we're gonna watch.
Because also it's like free on some random streaming service. Because like we got rid of all of our streaming. Dude, Peacock is irrelevant to me now.
It
Can you
says
hear
trying
me?
to reconnect. Yeah. Okay. Peacock is relevant to you. Yeah, it
Hello?
is. Hello. Can you hear
I
me?
see you.
Can you hear me?
Do you see me? Yeah, I can hear
I
you.
can see you. Okay. Yeah, we're
Yep.
good. Anyways. Yeah. No, Mad Men's next on
Yeah.
our list. I feel like it gives fall vibes.
No, I went. Well, I want to watch it. Well, I'm just talking. Like I'm telling you, like I've become a cord cutter, and I've also become a streaming service cutter because I got YouTube
Yes.
TV. Every single show I want to watch is on there. It's on demand.
I know. You were telling me that. And we're on John's sister's Peacock, so it doesn't really like matter we just have her account, so it's like
Well, there's
whatever.
that,
But
but like Miami was
yeah.
there. We literally got Paramount Plus like free things. You want to watch all the new South Park episodes, which were so funny. You should definitely watch. Guess what? They're all
Yeah,
on
we know
YouTube
we
TV.
watched all of them. I watched them all, yeah, on
So,
YouTube TV. Yeah, I've seen
so
the new
yeah, I'm
one.
like,
It's
oh
really
my
funny.
gosh. I
The Christy
the only
Nome
thing
thing is
like,
really funny.
God, I was crying.
We were
Drew was like, did
cracking
she
up.
actually shoot her dog? And I was like, yeah, she shot her dog.
I didn't know that. John told me that too. I was like, "Oh, did she do that?" And John was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, she's like, my dog was bad, and I did what had to be done. And it was a 14-month-old puppy. I'm like, send
Somebody
it
did
to
that.
women's prison. The women's prison,
I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later. Yeah,
but like, send them to women's prison first.
that's where Scott sent Bo
I
when he was
know.
being that.
No, I literally looked it up when whenever my dogs aren't acting right, I'll be like, should I just send them to women's prison?
And they came back. Bo came back like in shape. Like he came back
No, they
ready
do
to
a
get
really great
party.
job there. The other thing I was considering is the Cincinnati Zoo is taking elderly dogs to feed to lions. So
What?
King and Lady, you better act right, or you're going to Cincinnati.
God, how would you even get them there?
I should them in a box. Just kidding. I would never do that. It's a joke.
No,
I
it's
sent it to Drew and I was like, so every time King's being bad, I'm like, King, I'm gonna book you a flight to Cincinnati. You better start acting right.
Dang, you don't want to get that one-way ticket to
No,
Cincinnati.
isn't that crazy that they're like,
That
we'll take
is I would get them being like, "We're taking dogs that we, like, put down," you know, because 'cause they're, like, already
no, because
dead.
they want to like recreate, they want to like wildlife environment and let the tiger like kill the dog, I think.
What?
No, it's so fucked up. Like when I think about like my dogs getting killed by
Is
like
that
a
real?
nana, I'm like,
Is
I
that
swear
real?
to God. Let me ask
That is a fucking
chat,
crazy
is
and
there a zoo
true.
in the United States that's like asking people to send their elderly dogs to like feed the large cats?
I'm shook if that's true, like,
I
whoa.
saw it on Instagram.
I mean, it could be true. I just am really surprised. Like, I feel like that would be a thing, like a big thing.
A zoo in Denmark. Sorry.
Okay, I was gonna say, I could see that maybe elsewhere out
And
of
then
America.
they they do euthanasia on
Euthanize
them.
them.
We euthanized them before. Okay, just kidding. King, you're getting a one-way ticket to Denmark if you're bad.
King's going international now.
King's
Better get your passport.
yeah, I'll spend more money to sending my dog to Denmark than I would be to send him to women's prison.
The woman's
But
prison would
I'm
be fun.
joking. I would never do
No,
that.
I
Where
know
it's
you.
like,
I know. That's why I'm laughing.
like I love my dogs. But I guess the next thing we could talk about is Maddie Healy's mom like hates Taylor Swift.
Yeah, she's out here on Watch What Happens Live, literally saying she like dodged a bullet, not becoming her mother-in-law. And it's like, if only you would ever be so lucky. Like, she was like, if I do something wrong and get a whole album written about me, what about if you do something right? She'll write a whole love song about you, whatever her name. What's her name? Karen or something? Lisa?
Probably Lisa or something. No, she was really weird.
She's weird. She's also like famous, you know.
Well, I think she's like half famous.
She's on The View in London, I think. She's like a famous lady.
God, that must be a
So she's
horrible
like
show.
Maddie Healy mom.
No, I just thought it was like really crazy of her to say that. But
No, it's
also
so
like,
rude. It's rude. Like, you wish.
yeah,
That
it's
was
just a mean thing to say.
in public. Like, oh, Denise. Her name is Denise.
Well, and like Taylor said bad things about the mom in songs. She said like
Yes.
the mom doesn't like him.
Well, that's because she's bitter. You know, she's just bitter.
No, I think that'd be like really like that'd be so like what would you do if your son like my baby Brooks like broke Taylor Swift's heart and then she's like writing songs about how I'm a bad mom, like I'd kind of hate her too.
I mean, yeah, that's a little rough. I get
So
her
like I get
perspective.
it. I get that perspective there, but like girl, you should have raised a better son and you should have paid attention to him more.
Right. And also, like, don't say that on Watch What Happens Live. All the Swifties are going to come for you, you know?
No,
Like,
like
you could say that and think that, but like, I don't know. I just don't think it's like necessary
I guess,
to
but I
say.
think like someone like her, 'cause she has a podcast, so I think she was like promoting her podcast.
She
She's just trying
does.
to get people to go listen to her podcast.
Okay.
So I
Well,
feel
so
like
she was
she's
just
like
using
trying
like
to be like,
rage bait.
yeah, like I love rage bait. Actually, I
Well,
hate rage bait.
have you seen those paparazzi pictures of her crying like outside a restaurant, like right
Yeah,
after? Like that's rage bait. Like she literally called the paparazzi on her and she was like, "I'm
I know.
crying outside the restaurant. Oh my god!" Like giving the sympathy because everyone's annoyed at her because she said,
Help, I'm
"Yeah."
still at the restaurant.
I get her perspective and like it is true. Like Taylor is ruthless. Like you cross her and like it's done. You're
Well, and
done.
like
Like
obviously her son was like such a piece of shit to her.
I know, yeah. But you know
And like
what?
I don't
He
know,
was
that girl he
shitty.
ended up
So
with who like literally looks exactly like Lisa Rinna's daughter.
Gabrielle, everyone says she's a
Yeah,
witch.
if you told me that that was Lisa Rinna's daughter, I would have been like,
I
yeah,
know they do look
they're
like.
twins.
So yeah,
And
what
like
is
that, I don't
Gabrielle
know.
so great as a daughter-in-law? Like I
I
don't
have
know.
to imagine that Gabriette isn't better than Taylor
Sweetness.
Swift would be as a
Yeah.
daughter-in-law. I'm
Yeah.
sorry,
I think
Gabriette.
I don't know Gabrielle, but I don't think she's like a sweetie. I think she's kind of like a wild
I
girl.
don't think she's a sweetie either. Whereas like
Literally,
Taylor's out
everybody
here
says
like
she's a witch. Like that's a thing. People, there's like a theory
she's a
about her being a
witch.
witch.
She's a bitch. She's a witch.
So you'd rather have the witch
I
or
don't know.
Taylor?
Yeah, like if anything, I'd be like, how do you feel about Taylor Swift not being Taylor Swift's mother-in-law? I'd be like, honestly, like, I'm glad my son found someone, but it would have been really fun.
Yeah, it would have been
I
fun.
would have loved to be there.
And
Because
she's
now
rich
it's
as fuck,
dumb. No, literally.
like
Talk about getting
billionaire
on a
vibe,
good jet.
right?
No,
Yacht
apparently
vibe.
her and Travis are looking for houses in Ohio. That's not what I was hoping
Oh my
for.
God, yes. Can we talk about that? Taylor and Travis are going to be Ohio proud. I
I mean,
love
they'll
that.
probably have a house,
Yeah,
but I'm
I know.
like,
I feel like that's where they're going to plant their roots.
Ohio? I feel like that's like kind of crazy. I feel like they were
It's
gonna do Nashville.
I could see that too, but that area in Cleveland is really, really nice. Like a lot of CEOs live there. It's very, like people sleep on the Midwest, but specifically Ohio and that specific area. Like that area of Cleveland is very
Is it
wealthy.
on
There's
a
a lot.
is it on the Great
It's on the
Lake?
water. Yes, there's a
Yeah.
lot of huge corporate Abercrombie, Bed Bath and Beyond, Victoria's Secret. There's like huge corporations
Yeah.
there with like a lot of wealthy business CEO people, like, think
No,
that kind of
I
thing.
wasn't surprised, and I think his family lives in Ohio.
Yeah, he's from there. He's from that area. He's from like Cleveland area, not that specific area where they're looking, but he's from the Cleveland
Yeah, but I'm sure he's
subdivision.
also like, "Mom and Dad, like, I'll get you a house here too." Oh,
Did you
his
see
dad's
that?
girlfriend
His dad's
died.
girlfriend died. Yeah.
I
So
know,
sad.
and she was, like, so age appropriate. I was like,
And she was
"That's
young.
really
She was
sad."
only like 75. That's really sad.
That's, like, normal age to die at these days. Not to freak you out.
What?
I think it's, like, 75 these days. I swear to God.
It's ChatGPT, what the average mean of
For
the
USA.
median age of USA, like life expectancy.
Chat, what's the average life expectancy for
Well,
a
that
man and a
includes like,
woman in the United States? That's what you say.
yeah,
I'm telling you, I think it's 75, which, like, we need to do better then.
that's really fucking sad.
Males, 75.
Well,
Females,
she's a female.
81.
Okay, so she was
So
a few years younger. She was
overall,
74.
78.4.
Okay. Well, she was, yeah, 74 is young. That's really good. Like my dad's like 60. Like that's like young.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, you gotta take care of yourself, everyone.
Wow.
But
Well,
yeah, so
RIP to
that's what's
that lady.
happening
That's
there.
sad.
Well, and speaking of RIP, Kelly Clarkson's husband died, which we had said that the reason she had postponed her shows was because her husband was sick and he died and he had had cancer for the last 3 years.
That's really sad. I didn't know he had cancer. I don't think like anyone did, but it's such a tough situation for her to be in because like
No, I
she's
know.
her it's her ex-husband, which and he's like kind of they have like a publicly very bad breakup.
Yeah.
And it's the father of her children. And so obviously her
No,
children
like
are like
talk about
grieving.
yeah,
It's sad.
talk about being
It's a
in like
very
a
sad.
hard situation. Like
But she has a
so
good
many
heart and
different
she'll
feelings.
yeah, yeah. And
Well,
she'll
and
make
that's
it.
like kind of what happened on did you ever watch the Four Seasons show?
No, I never watched that.
So,
You can tell
spoiler
me I'm never
alert,
gonna watch it. Yeah.
they're having like a the beginning of it, they're doing a vow renewal, LOL, and he asked for a divorce.
The about her
And
no.
then I'm pretty sure.
That's funny.
And or he's like she's planning a surprise vow renewal and like he told everyone that he's going to file for divorce. And they're all
God.
like, "Oh shit." But so that's like spring, summer, fall, winter. And then in
Uh,
the winter he gets in a car accident and dies and he has like a new girlfriend and he's on a ski trip with her and he gets in a car accident going to get her vegan food and dies.
my God.
Yeah, and they like weren't divorced yet and it was just like a whole thing. And then they find out
Yeah.
that the new girlfriend is pregnant. So, no,
Got it. That's
it's
a really interesting concept. I mean, it's sad. Well, same with this Kelly Clarkson thing. He has a previous child, an older child, and she was pregnant. She is pregnant.
what do you mean?
He had a older child previous to his marriage with Kelly Clarkson. She's like our age. And the daughter, his daughter, this man, Kelly Clarkson's
Yeah,
ex-husband, she's pregnant currently.
that's
So that's
horrible.
sad too. Yeah, there's just like so many sad
No,
levels to
so I
it.
just think like everyone who's giving Kelly shit about her Vegas residency like needs to chill because like she's
No, and this
obviously
at
dealing
this
with a lot.
point, oh, yeah, her kids are grieving. It's her
No, the
ex-husband who
situation she's
died.
in is
It's very layered
extremely complicated
and sad. At the end of the day, just
and
sad.
sad. Sad, complicated, just a lot going on. The last thing she's thinking about is singing.
Yeah. And a show,
So
like
I
keeping it
could see
upbeat.
it getting I could see it getting it postponed for
I
I
could see
like
it just
till next year. I think she'll do it in the end.
she should.
I mean, people would love it. I think she'll do it in the end, but I think it's gonna be postponed for a while.
I mean, if I was in Vegas looking for a show, that I would definitely go. Like she's
Yeah.
perfect for that kind of thing.
No, she is. I think she could have some real success there, so that's why I think she will do it in the
She'll do
end.
it. Yeah.
But right now in this moment is a hard time for Kelly.
Poor
I know.
lady. That's
I'm sad for
hard.
her.
It's hard. And her kids are young. It's sad. It's really
No, it's really
sad.
sad. And I'm sure it's just like I can't imagine going through an extremely well, and it sounds like they like literally got divorced and he got cancer. So like can you imagine like hating this person? Like literally like it's so bad, it's so bad, it's so bad, and then cancer. And you're like,
Not to like go down on like a really sad spiral topic, but did you see Teddy Mellencamp on that one
yeah,
podcast with that lady who interviewed Meghan Markle? Well, I don't even
no,
know
it
who
was
this
really
lady is,
sad.
but she was like literally saying that she feels like her cancer was like her karma for her
I've
cheating.
also
And
seen
that was like
people
sad.
being like her cancer like made her was also making her like not think straight and like that's why she cheated on her husband or something.
She
Like someone
has
said
said
something like
that.
that.
She has like said that or
No, she's like going
publicly.
through a lot. So she's one. So like I feel like her husband and Kelly Clarkson should really get a coffee or something because I feel like they're
Maybe they
going
can
through a
get
similar
together.
situation.
Eddie and Kelly.
Eddie and Kelly. And he's a great guy. So like I
Thank
don't know,
you.
maybe there'll be sparks. Sorry, Teddy. I know
Yeah.
you're like still here. I hope Teddy and her husband work out.
Honestly, her husband is kind of being like a sweetie because she did him dirty and she's down bad and I mean, I know they have kids together, but he's been really, really like there for her. Like he's been super supportive of her in this
Yeah.
journey. So
No,
like that's
as he should be.
yeah, I mean, of course he should be, but like some
I
guys,
mean, no, and
especially
some
men,
some pieces
can
of
be
shit. No,
petty. Yeah.
men.
Right.
But that's what
I'm
I'm saying.
thinking just
Like
from a
that's
man
but that's where I'm
perspective.
also like Teddy's probably like, fuck, like I did this guy so dirty and like he's such a good guy. Like look at him doing this still.
I know. It made me sad hearing her talk about it because I just feel like it's like sucks that she thinks that and like that's just
Well,
like
and
not how the world works sometimes.
she's doing a lot better, right?
She's doing better. She was saying that like she feels better, but like there's still a lot to be. She still has
Yeah.
like a long road to get through. But she did say like at one point there was like she felt like she was not going to make it, and now she feels like 50%. So that's like a
Yeah.
better improvement.
Which is
I mean, her
great. I
cancer
mean,
is like
it's
very very
I know.
serious. It's not like a little light thing. She's had a very serious
Yeah.
diagnosis.
No, I hope the best for her and I hope that
Did you see Bridget
she
from the
gets out.
bar is like going to be in remission maybe?
I know. I'm so happy
So
for
that's
her.
good.
She's been through
That's
a
great.
lot.
Yeah.
Another one. You're just like, oh, damn. No,
That
it's
stuff
hard.
is just like really sad.
No, it's a lot to be going through. So sorry to all these people. Hope you do better soon. But
No, prayers up.
do you have something to say about The Summer I Turned Pretty?
I do. The Summer I Turned Pretty, season 3, episode 5. The Last Dance was the name of the episode. It is becoming like painful to watch. Belly, I'm
Belly.
sorry. Send her away. Send her to jail. What I want to happen, I think you sent me a TikTok about this and I've like seen this before, but it's like true. It's like I want Conrad to like move to London and like go away and like find peace. And Jeremiah needs to go to a men's mental institute and Belly needs to go to a women's mental institute. And they need to be separated. And everybody just needs to find peace elsewhere because Belly is acting like these two brothers are the only two men on the planet to
I
ever
know.
exist. And it's like, girl, you cannot keep playing with Conrad like this. Like in the episode, basically, like Jeremiah can't come for the 4th of July because he's out stuck at work because he's entering for his dad to try to earn money for their wedding. And Belly's stuck at the beach house with Conrad for the 4th of July. And Conrad's like
She
trying to put
fucks
his
him.
no, no, I mean with her eyes, but she's trying to put her guard up. Conrad's trying to create boundaries. Like he's really trying. The episode's like from his perspective. So he's like really trying to be like, no, I can't be weak to her. Like I have to stand true. I have to be true to myself. And of course, like the minute she's like, can you take me to Michael's so I can get fake flowers for my wedding? Because I have a coupon because they literally have no money because no one wants to pay for their wedding because everyone thinks they're fucking crazy. She's like, they go and Conrad's like up her ass. He's like, these are so pretty. Like, oh, let me help you. They're like shopping around. He takes her to the bakery. He takes her all around town in his fucking Range Rover, looking hot as hell. And then they're driving home from their long day. It's golden hour. It's sunset. And she loves peaches. And he remembers every detail about her. He keeps saying, oh, I remember you like this. I remember you like this. And he's like, remember, I like this. And she's like, no, I forgot. Because she doesn't give a fucking shit about him. But he remembers everything about her. And she's like, they pull over on the side of the road for peaches. And she's like eating this peach. It's like getting all over her face. Like she's looking so yucky, honestly. I'm like, ugh. And he takes his shirt. Have you seen this on TikTok? Oh my God, it's like all over. And he like wipes the peach like off her face, like in a very like sexual way. And like, I guess in the book, it's like written that like it's the most intimate thing that's ever happened to her. And then they show a flashback to him and her having sex, like from when they were dating. Oh my God. Like, this is so crazy. And then literally Jeremiah walks to they're like sitting there at dinner, like flirting, having drinks. Like they go back to the house, they have dinner. They're just like having the time of their lives. They're like laughing it up. And Jeremiah walks through the door and then they just start making out. And Conrad's like, I would rather like eat a cactus than see them like because it's like from he's like narrating the episode and he like goes back up his room and he's like literally like crying himself to sleep while like Belly and Jeremiah are like dancing on the dock, and I'm just like, this is so fucking crazy. Like this girl
Like,
needs
how are they gonna end up together?
how I genuinely like the trailer shows a wedding. How are we going to get to where we are now to her and Conrad being together? Like, I do not see it happening. I just don't know how we're going to get from where we are to there by September. I just don't see it happening. And then
September?
that's when it ends. But
Oh my god.
there's this one scene of him like calling the bakery, or she gets like, have you seen this TikTok? There's like a
No.
million memes about it. And he's like, I really want this triple glaze chocolate cake from this specific bakery. So she like goes there and they're like, oh, sir, it's gonna, or ma'am, it's gonna be $700. And she's like, oh, okay, like we could just do the cupcakes instead. So she like calls him to tell him like, hey, we can't do the cake you want. He's like, Belly, the cacao is the main ingredient of the cake. You promised me one thing. And there's like all these memes about it, but like he's like spiraling about the cake, and she's like, oh my god, this fucking loser. Like I hate him. I hate him. Anyways, that's
Weddings
what's
make
going
people
on.
go fucking crazy.
No, but this guy is like, they don't have any
He's a crazy
money.
person.
Yeah, and she's like, well, it was $750. And then in the end, he steps up at work and has a great day at work. So Adam, the dad, is like, okay, Jeremiah, you're really stepping up. I'll pay for your wedding, but we have to have it at the country club. Belly's like, I really just wanted it to be intimate at the house. I'm like, take the fucking free wedding at the country club and move on with your life, people. Like, seriously, get a fucking grip. Like,
No,
it's so
honestly, like,
ridiculous.
I think that they should just move to Utah. She can marry both of them, and then they can all live in some type of like fucking cult together, and he can be like the cult doctor, and Jeremiah can be the cult whatever he does.
There's so many parallels to The Notebook, like on purpose. Like Jenny Han said she did it on purpose. And like the scene starts out with like him doing roofing work for the wedding because he's like trying to make the house look good for the wedding.
Yeah.
Conrad. And then there's just like all these parallel. I know. It's like he looks so cute too.
No,
Like
all
he's
Jeremiah
so
does
cute.
all day is just stare at his blue eyes in the mirror, and I'm just like, Jeremiah, you
Oh,
need
and
to
then
calm
there's this scene where
down.
this like hot girl walks by at work and he's like, I'm like, you're fucking weird as hell. Like they're really teeing him up to be like bad. They're really,
That's probably where they put out all that like bullying notice, like, please don't bully this guy. Like,
well,
he's
I
like,
will continue to bully him for my whole till he, I don't know. And then like in the
I
trailer,
mean,
there's this scene where, okay, in the book, what happens is like, okay, so that's how I read, because I Googled it, because I was like, how are we going to get here? So I guess on their wedding day, the mom wrote them both letters, and someone accidentally gives Jeremiah Conrad's letter for like the mom died, so she wrote letters for like for your wedding day, so like for them to open when they get married.
yeah,
And I guess in the mom's letter it like says something about like, oh, I always knew you would marry Belly or something, and it was like Jeremiah, it was like supposed to be, and he was like, what the fuck, like so they were like fighting. There's like a scene in the trailer where they like are literally having like a fist fight, and he's like holding the letter in the hand. Everyone's like, oh, it's the letter, but
oh
I
my
didn't read
god,
the book.
they're gonna go through all of this, and then they're just gonna like get married because of the letter. These people are crazy.
These people
But
are
that's why
fucking
books are fun,
crazy.
I guess. You just
But let me just tell
seize it.
you, the way that when he wiped that peach off her face, I was like, I loved it.
Okay, I need to go like
John,
watch this
literally,
clip.
every time I watch it in bed, he puts his AirPods in because he's like, this is so fucking
Because you're
stupid.
literally like,
I'm like hitting him. I'm like, he's like, okay. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, literally
so
takes his shirt.
funny.
He's like, you should watch it on TikTok. It's really crazy.
I will. I'll see if I have any reaction or if I'm just like,
If
cool.
you didn't see it with the context, you'd be like, this is weird. Like, you would probably think it's weird. So, anyways,
No, they're definitely an interesting couple, but thank you so much for that update.
definitely.
We really wanted to hear it. But we hope that everyone has an amazing Monday, an amazing week, and we will talk to y'all soon.
Bye.